Gamers, your favorite bald man is here, although the hair is going strong. It's actually getting pretty long. We're back with some new patch notes. We're having massive Jeanne d'Arc buffs. She can now level up to level 6, and she's gonna turn into Anivia from League of Legends. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. Stability fix for campaign and multiplayer. Additional fixes to improve server latency, adjustment to several maps, a new official mode, free camera, balance changes, bug fixes, more below. Tons of toys event, poggers. I need to do this. You guys need to remind me to do this. I cannot miss this one. There it is, boys. There it is. The snow biome is in, and let me tell you, I have seen it with my own eyes. Let me show you. I have seen this biome with my own eyes. And it's good. We're gonna jump into it straight away. Okay, devs, I know you're in the chat. You always are, okay? Please don't make this seasonal. Give us the Halloween biome. Call it spooky biome. And give us the snow biome perma. I want it perma. Yeah, there's a dev in the chat. We want snow biome perma in the game. I don't want it seasonal. This snow biome looks cool as fuck. Are you guys ready? Dude, come on. Oh my god, the trees. Oh la la. Oh la la. I don't know what this is. I have not seen this before. Wait, what is that? Wait. Wait, can units like slip on this? What is this? It's ice? Wait, what if the units fall on this? Look, it's marked on the minimap. Does it do anything? What did I... Okay, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, this is the biome poggers. Love it. I wish this was in the game perma. Winter biome will be available in-game starting today. December will be available in skirmish custom lobbies until a planned patch in early 2024. Boo! We wanted perma. Thank you. Stability fixes, map adjustments, localization. Okay. New official mod, free camera. By popular request. Oh, don't say that. The last time I heard by popular request was for Empire Wars. Don't use that word. By popular request is Nomad Q. That's a popular request. Can we get some poggers in the chat for Nomad Q? We're introducing a new official mod to allow creators to freely move the camera for taking videos and screenshots. The free camera mod unlocks the camera from its default constraints and allows movement around without limit. I think this is a huge buff to Age of Noob, and that's about it. I don't know who else is going to use this. Maybe I'll bully my editor into using it. But Age of Noob is gonna love this. Maybe Drongo. Nah, Drongo's not gonna do that. Age of Noob is gonna love this though. The player scoreboard now displays the player civilization flag? Wait, is this in-game or out of the game? In-game? I'm checking this right now. Okay, that's actually big. No way! Wow, that's actually really cool though. I love that for FFAs. That's cool as fuck. Okay, that's a good change. That's a good change. Town centers on canals should no longer spawn submerged. I never had that. That's kind of sad. Okay, golden pit. Fix the rare ratio golden pit with large deposits were not spawning inside the pit. Remove the neutral trade posts from golden pit and reposition sacred sites to the outskirts of the pit. Guys, do you remember who molded about this literally last week? I mean, I'm not saying they changed it because of me. Obviously, they didn't. But remember me balding about this literally last week? This was the worst map because of the sacred sites and neutral market. Who did I play against? I played against someone and I couldn't end the game in an hour. Sacred sites, top and bottom. Wait, trade posts are removed completely? Oh shit, they removed them completely. Perfect. Great map. Love it. Fixed. Way better map now than before. Boom. Love it. And now you can actually... one sacred... Oh, I didn't move the camera. One sacred site was in the top, one sacred site is in the bottom. So the sacred sites will no longer spawn behind your base. They kind of spawn like if this is the minimap, right? They're gonna spawn like here or here, and the players are here and here. So you can actually go for the sacred site victory. Amazing. Good change. Next. Rocky River, 5 berries spawn per player in a more contested and balanced way, and two fish per pond. Okay. This is dead on arrival, okay? Rocky River with 2 fish, no one will go for docks anymore. No one. That's not worth it anymore. That's dead. Maybe you go with Abbasid and Ayyubid because their docks are cheaper. So you can make like a dock and 2 fishing ships, which is 225 wood, but you're getting 1,000 food. Other than that, other civs will not be going docks anymore. That's it. They're not gonna go docks because 2 fish is not worth to make a dock and 2 fishing ships. So there it is. General changes and bug fixes. Trade production time increased from 25 to 30 seconds. Sheesh. Trade gets nerfed. Fixed an issue where relics could be duplicated using transfer ships. Walls no longer generate gap fillers in the space between the wall and individual trees. Walls will continue to generate gap fillers against dented forests. Okay. Fixed an issue where gates could be built overlapping enemy walls, allowing units to pass through. That was a bug. Fixed some buildings with upgrades having the wrong appearance in fog of war after being destroyed. Fixed crashes that could occur when issuing or cancelling out of commands at once. Siege updates. Trebuchet. Counterweight Trebuchet's attack speed improved from 12.625 to 11.375. So attack speed on Trebuchet increased. Mongol Omega Lu Traction Trebuchet. Attack speed increased from 9.6 to 8.6. Culverin Ranged Armor reduced from 20 to 10. Springle range armor reduced from 20 to 10. You know who this buffs? This buffs the OOTD actually, because their crossbows do bonus damage against siege. So now they can actually kill the siege, all the siege. Okay. House of Wisdom. Corrected an issue where traders would not spawn when using Trade Wing to go to Feudal Age. I never had that. Byzantines. Are you guys ready? What if I told you that Byzantines is getting nerfed? Would you trust me? Because it is. Starting stone increased from 50 to 100. Okay. Okay, a little buff. Starting Triumph. Supply points reduced from 30 to 10. Triumph ability duration reduced from 1.5 seconds per supply to 1 second per supply. The maximum number of Triumph points increased from 40 to 45. So the Hippodrome is nerfed. The thing is, I understand why they're nerfing it, but the Civ, not great right now. But this is pretty big. Greek fire projectiles no longer applies to non-trebuchet units. Cataphracts nerfed. Health reduced from 425 to 405 in the Imperial Age. Cataphracts nerfed. Numeric technology reduced the amount of increased damage taken by trampled targets from 25% to 15%. Charging units will no longer be stopped if they charge through a chiropractor's fire. Corrected an issue where resources per minute would not appear on Byzantine's religious buildings. Fixed an issue where Byzantine trader was generating more olive oil. So it's another nerf. Fixed an issue where Byzantine's military production modifier for systems was incorrectly applying to traders. The cheat smorgasbord now grants oil to Byzantine players. So how do you guys like this? Now I do want to say, I will say this again. I think that these nerfs are appropriate if the Civ was stronger, but it's not that strong, right? So getting it nerfed is a bit weird timing. Like if they buffed mercenary production speed by like 20%, or production speed of 20%, and maybe you get like 10-15% more olive oil from stuff, and then they did this, I think that's fine. But I think this is just a weird timing. I don't think that the nerfs are not necessary for these things. I just think it's a bit of weird timing. Now, With that being said, I said this before, I don't think Byzantine will ever have positive win rate in Platinum and under. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. It's like China. It's never going to have positive win rate in low leagues. I do plan to practice a lot of Byzantines very soon. And I have a lot of ideas for them. And I think I can make it work. But it probably requires some buff at the top level. Next. French Guildhall Landmark Stone Generation reduced by 50%. To be fair, like, this is a massive nerf, but to be fair, stacking 10,000 stone is broken, right? And also, fuck the Red Palace Arbalist upgrade is broken. Japanese. Guys, if you're a Japanese player, take a 5-minute break. You're not gonna like this. Township Landmark, Shinobi. When using the Shunshin ability to teleport, it is no longer possible for the Shinobis to teleport to the center of the map. So that's fixed. The Shunshin ability can now be used to teleport on top of stone walls. Targeting a stone wall directly no longer teleports the units to the other side of the wall. Kura Storehouse Landmark. Garrison slots reduced from 8 to 4. Farm spawn frequency reduced from 45 to 50 seconds. So Japanese, boom, nerfed. Just take a 5-minute break. And just come back in about 5 minutes. Because what I'm about to read is even worse than you just saw. Floating Gate Landmark. Yorishiro no longer spawn on the ground and cannot be dropped. If a Shinto priest holding a Yorishiro dies, the Yorishiro is destroyed. Upon completion of the floating gate, a Shinto priest holding a Yorishiro is instantly trained. All future Yorishiro are held by a Shinto priest when they're trained, which means whenever you construct a landmark, you get a Yorishiro holding it, and every next Yorishiro that spawns, you will get a free monk holding it. The floating gate now has a rally point. Setting the rally point to a valid building will allow a trained Shinto priest to deposit Yorishiro automatically. That's pretty cool. It is possible to rally point to multiple buildings to queue Yorishiro placement by subsequent Shinto priests. Very cool. I like that. That's cool. Now let's go to the nerf part. After depositing Yorishiro, the Shinto priest remains available to use as regular unit. A progress bar above the floating gate is now visible to indicate when the next Shinto priest will be trained. Pretty cool. Love that. Buildings containing a deposit Yorishiro now display a floating golden ink scroll icon above them. A maximum, now this is the bad part, guys. A maximum of 4 Yorishiro can exist at any one time per player. When you own 4 Yorishiro, the floating gate will pause production of new Shinto priests. So, no more infinite gold. To be honest, this landmark is broken right now. If a building or Shinto priest where Yorishiro is destroyed, the floating gate will resume production. The Shinto priest production has been reduced from 3 to 2 minutes. Place Yorishiro tooltip has been improved to more clearly display the available bonuses from depositing into various buildings. So, the floating gate landmark is going to be easier to use. It's going to be more visible when the next priest is coming. You get a priest every 2 minutes, so that's cool. But you only have a maximum of 4, which would mean you can get still 300 gold per minute from the priests if you put them in forges. Castle of the Crow Landmark. Fixed an issue where the treasure caravans were awarding too few resources on each trade trip when converting between land and sea. Treasure caravans no longer get stuck trying to embark or disembark.
Love your content.
Ooh, are you guys ready? Ozotsu got hit right in the dick. Right in the dick. And now they're gonna have a counter. Tanegashima Gunsmith Landmark. Starting stockpiles reduced from 5 to 2. This is where you spawn units for free. Ozutsu. Melee armor reduced from 4 to 0. Boom! Base damage reduced from 35 to 28. I mean, this is a well-deserved nerf. They were fucking broken. So now, horsemen will counter them and every melee unit, which is good. Corrected an issue where garrison errors from Japanese town centers had more range than intended. The Samurai Bannerman. Corrected an issue where banner... okay. Torches no longer receive damage increases on the UI from Katana Bannerman and Uma Bannerman. Ona Bugattis no longer lose access to field construct siege towers. Whoa, siege... They couldn't make siege towers? Literally no one noticed that. When using mixed selection with other infantry. Ona Bugattis can now garrison into transports. Flip the samurai icon in the barracks to better distinguish it visually from the Ona Bugeisha icon next to it in the UI. So Japanese got big nerfs across the board. Now, I think that Japanese probably will need to get buffed somewhere. In my opinion, maybe they won't, but even in the state pre-nerf, I don't think they were that good on land maps. They're very good on hybrid maps. On land maps, so-so. So they just got clapped with a couple of nerfs, so it's gonna be a lot harder to play them on land.
Is this a good time to subscribe?
It's perfect time. Thank you. Malians. They got hit in the cows. Malian cattle food per minute generation in ranches reduced from 28 to 25. Ottoman. Great bomber population increased from 3 to 4. Team gamers unite. We have done it. Great bombers are OP. Variant civilization changes. Ayyubid getting hit in the dick where they deserve because they're broken. I hate Ayyubid. It's the most stupid civ in the game. Age up time increased from 105 to 120 seconds. That's right. 15 seconds. Boom. Nerf number 1. Military wing reinforcements. Remove the initial delay on training desert raiders. That's a buff. Fixed. Okay, Xbox, whatever. Trade wing bazaar. Gold increase for each trade. This is the Gamba wing. Nerfed. Nerfed and nerfed. Feudal 125, now it's 150 gold. 325 to 350, 400 to 425. Are you ready for this? Resource trade values increased. This means for 200 gold or for 150 gold, you don't get 200 resources, you get 225. That's just to match the gold increase, right? Are you ready for this though? Are you ready for this? Villager trade option removed. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck the Gamba wing. Stupid ass broken landmark. It's broken. Number of available options per trade cycle reduced from 5 to 4. Now, you know what's funny? When I played in the tournament against Wham, it was like 3 days before the nerf. And I got literally killed by Gamba. I was the last victim official in the official tournament to Gamba wing. I was the last victim. And you know when he spawned those 4 villagers and 45 traders and then 50 more villagers after from Gamba wing? I just looked at it, I was like, can't do that very soon. It's gonna be gone. So I died in the game. So you can survive against Gamba. Jesus of AOE4, that's right. I died so that Gamba doesn't hurt anyone else. And I streamed 3 days later, true. And now I've resurrected and I've come back to read these patch notes. Thank you. Gamba wing, fuck you. I hope no one ever goes this stupid shit wing again. I hate it. Gambling should not be in RTS games. I've said this before. And I know devs are watching, but I don't care. This is a terrible landmark. I hate it. I hate it. It's gambling. It's just now it's still gambling, but it's less OP. Culture wing logistics reduced improved healing from 50 to 30%. Okay. No one. I mean, okay. Dervish HP reduced from 155 to 120. That is they're monks. They're camel monks. Tower of Sultan. Build time reduced from 240 seconds to 200 seconds. Infantry support technology improved from 2-2 armor to 3-3 armor. You know what that means? The Ayyubid camels will have 13 melee armor and 6 ranged armor. That's a lot of armor. Tier 4 Golden Age now properly decreases the cost of siege built in the field. So that is the Ayyubid. Thank you. Ayyubid has been nerfed. I am happy. I love it. And I hope that this wing in the next patch notes is just removed straight up from the game. That would be perfect. Jeanne d'Arc. Okay, guys. What if I told you? What if I told you that Jeanne d'Arc is getting another level? What if I told you that she is getting buffed? Then I would be lying because she's getting nerfed. Jeanne experience gained from killing the boar reduced from 50 to 25. Boom. Jeanne's champion's armor reduced from 4-4 to 3-3. A red palace landmark reduced damage bonus of emplacements on keeps and town centers from 60 to 40. Bonus emplacement range reduced from 10 to 9.5 to match the French. Guild Hall landmark stone generation nerfed by 50%. Reduce the starting experience of Jeanne d'Arc on Empire Wars from 500 to 400. Yo, those 3 guys that are playing the FFA with 3 people on Empire Wars, yeah, it's you need 100 less XP to level now. Corrected an issue where French influence system was referenced in a few building tooltips. Oh, starting experience. Oh, she got nerfed. Oh, you start with the experience in Empire Wars? Oh, I guess you start as level 2, right? Okay, so now listen. Gold players in the chat, I need everyone to remain calm. I need everyone to remain calm. Please, guys, everyone, we're civilized people. Remain calm. It's going to be all right. I know everyone right now, I can already see the Reddit post. Let me actually check. I can already see the Reddit post. Look at this. I'm gonna refresh. There's mold in here about Jeanne d'Arc already, I guarantee you. Oh, everyone's balding about Byzantines, actually. It's okay, give them time. They'll bald. I don't think this is a big nerf on the hero, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know if the hero needs the nerf. Like, I know that people in low leagues struggle, and maybe it's not fun to play against the hero, but I don't think the hero is OP. If you watched the tournament last Sunday weekend, I think Jeanne d'Arc lost almost all games. I don't know what the solution here is, by the way. Like, I understand what people are saying, that they're having a hard time dealing with her, right? I'm just saying from a so there's a balance, and there's how difficult it is to deal with something as a lower league player or a casual player. Those two are different things, okay? In my opinion, Jeanne d'Arc is not OP, okay? At the top level, I would say she's not bad, she's good, but she doesn't like win every game. That being said, I do understand people struggling to play against her because they lose too many units, she levels up and she's level 3 and then she beats your ass, right? I don't really know what the fix is, and this is something that I have discussed and told devs before the DLC got released. Because the Civ is so focused on the hero, it will be a problem. Because if all the Civ's bonuses are in the hero, that means that the hero will either be bad or really good. There's nothing in between. There's no change that would make Jeanne d'Arc, oh, it's pretty good, but it's not OP. Or it's pretty good, but it's easy to deal with. I think that's going to be a very impossible task to fix. Because I don't know how you fix it, right? How do you make her easier to kill, but not complete shit at the top level? They could make it so that you can't get level 3 and 4 without Castle and Imp. Yeah, then that would be the worst Civ. It would have like 15% win rate. Like, she would be legit terrible, I think. And yeah, I don't know how you fix it. We've had, I don't know if you guys remember, but we have had this issue before. And you know what this was? This was China. Early in AOE4, some of you may not remember. Not early, like 6 months to a year in AOE4. people, or maybe even a bit later actually, people were playing a lot of China at the high level, and it had incredibly high win rate, and it was getting banned a lot. And in Gold League, it had a 40% win rate. So a lot of people were asking for Chinese buffs. So what do? If you buff it, then it's going to be even more broken at the high level. If you nerf it, or if you keep it the same, then golds will have bad win rate. So I don't know what the solution is. She has good win rate in Conqueror too. Yeah, Conqueror, you cannot, Conqueror is not high level, okay? Conqueror, between me and a Conqueror 1 is 1,000 elo difference. That is like a Conqueror 1 to bronze elo difference, right? So that is a massive skill scale, right? From my point of view, if she would get nerfed, like this is a nerf, yes, but this is not a massive nerf, right? This is like, it's probably gonna help a bit, right? But I think the people in low leagues will still struggle for the same reasons. But I think if the hero would receive some bigger nerfs, she would need to get crazy buffs in like buildings or some unique upgrades so that the Civ is not as reliant on the hero, which would require quite a bit of rebalancing and redesigning. So I don't know. You know what you could possibly do, to be honest? I have a suggestion actually. I have a suggestion. Instead of Jeanne d'Arc having 4 levels, she should have 6 levels, so that the power spike between level 2 and 3 is not as massive. I think that could be a good solution, where she does get stronger, but it's not like the power spike between 2 and 3 is massive. That's the biggest issue, I think, because even at the pro level, if you hit level 3 in feudal, the game is probably over. Except that top level players have an easier time not feeding her experience. I don't know the exact numbers, right? But let's say right now she goes from 200 HP to 300 to 1000 to 2000, right? HP. And like it goes from whatever, 5 damage to 15 to 30 to 50. What you could do, and you can also scale her abilities, so you could go from 200 to 300 to like 500, or maybe even 600, maybe like, I don't know, fucking 900, 1.5, 2000. So by doing this, you still see her leveling, and you shouldn't fight and give her experience, but you know, you wouldn't be hitting this massive XP spike. And you could also put it so that reaching here to here doesn't require the same amount as it requires now from level 2 to 3, but you can reduce it by a little bit, right? So there's a more of a natural progression. And let's say at 600, so instead of summoning like 3 men-at-arms or women-at-arms, I don't know what they're called, Jeanne's champions, maybe on level 3 she spawns 1, then she spawns 2, then she spawns 3, then she spawns whatever is at 2k. You know what I mean? So you can scale the hero like that. And I think that would make her more balanced, while also maintaining her strong. Because yeah, like I said, the spike from 2 to 3 is massive, and I think that's the biggest issue. I've seen this suggestion before where you limit her levels based on her age, but I think that would completely kill the Civ. Like, I'll be honest, because the hero, the archer or the man-at-arm hero in level 2 is really weak in feudal. Like, if you go in, you're gonna get one shot with archers or like horsemen or knights. Or not horsemen, but knights will like clap you real fast. So that's kind of my opinion. I would love to see the more level option. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, next, Order of the Dragon. Starting wood increased from 150 to 200. Can we get some poggers for OOTD? Golden Cuirass technology damage reduction now activates at 30% health, up from 20%. Corrected an issue where weapon range of gilded archers would be reduced after researching incendiary arrows. OOTD getting some love, and I gotta say, this is quite a lot of love. 20% to 30% is quite a lot. I guess men-at-arms are back on the menu. So I'm going to be trying this right after I finish this video. I'm going to be playing some OOTD because I want to try men-at-arms. Shaolin Monastery. Landmark, Shaolin Monks. Shaolin Monks and Monks are no longer selected together with double clicking. Shaolin Monks ranged armor reduced from 2 to 0. Now they display a buff indicator when activating Body of Iron ability. I think this is no surprise to anyone. I don't think Shaolin Monks were broken, but I do think they were too strong. Like, the fact that you can make a monk and just beat on every unit that exists in the game, early castle, is a bit weird. So I think it's still gonna obviously destroy any melee units in early castle, but at least something will be done. You know what I mean? Like with archers, you can kind of, yeah. So I think this is an appropriate nerf. Technologies at the Mount Lu Academy are now properly marked as unique to civilization. Oh, are you ready for this? Jushi's Library Landmark, Imperial Guard. Damage reduced from 35 to 28. Health decreased from 350 to 340. Melee armor increased from 6 to 10. Ranged armor decreased from 6 to 3. So, overall, this is a pretty big nerf, I would say. 7 damage nerf and 10 HP nerf, and then 3 ranged armor nerf. Now, they are getting 4 melee armor, which is okay, but I think ranged armor, now they're going to actually die to ranged units. So, yeah. But I do think this is probably deserved because they are really, really strong. And that's it. So we got Byzantine finally getting nerfed. It was out there in the wild, destroying everyone. You know, one of the top civs in like Pictionary in AOE4 did get a big nerf. Then we got Japanese getting nerfed quite a bit, actually. Malians getting nerfed, AutoChad's getting nerfed, Ayyubids getting nerfed, JD getting a little nerfed, OTD getting a little buff, Jushi's Legacy getting a little nerf. Yeah, I think Byzantines were easily the top 14 to 16 civ. And nothing for HRA, no. I love what people always ask about HRA. But that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on Twitch. I'm probably live right now. If you're watching on Twitch, let's play AOE.